Good morning, children. Welcome back to Class 4 English Grammar Worksheet 3. Reading. Read this passage. Edmund, Hilary and I sat in the camp and rested. We were trying to climb Mount Everest. If we managed to do it, Hilary and I, Tenzing Norgay, would be the first people to climb the Everest successfully. That night, the wind grew stronger, roaring like 1,000 tigers. It was hopeless even to think of going up. But when the wind dropped around 8 o'clock the next day, Hilary and I looked at each other. We would make our attempt. We climbed along a narrow ridge, slipping each time on the soft white snow. By the time we reached the south summit, we were exhausted. The top was very close, so we moved ahead on the narrow path one at a time. Finally, we reached a place where we could see the great open sky and brown plains. Ahead of us was only one more snow hump. This was the top. The way to it was an easy snow slope, wide enough for 2 men to go side by side. Then we stepped up. We were there. The dream had come true. Ridge. It's a line along the top of a mountain with slopes on both sides. Summit means top of a mountain. Exhausted, very tired. Hump, a round raised part of a mountain. So here in this paragraph, we have understood that how tough time they had when they were climbing Mount Everest. Let us do the work. Choose the correct answers to complete these sentences. Tenzing and Hilary decided to break their climb because they were very tired and wanted to rest. No, a very strong wind had made it impossible for them to climb further. Yes, tick mark. They decided to start climbing again when the wind became weaker the next morning or the sun rose up the next morning. It is the wind became weaker the next morning. The two climbers were exhausted by the time they reached the south summit because the climb was very steep. No, because they slipped and fell down the narrow ridge many times before they could climb it. The climbers realized that they had almost made it to the top when they reached a place where they could see the sky and noticed that there was only one snow hump in the front of them. So that is the correct answer. The final path to the top of the Mount Everest was an easy slope, wide enough for 2 people to walk side by side. So that is the correct answer. Find the words from the passage which mean the same as. So here you have to find the meaning for the word, same for the thing. See here words in the passage. From the passage you have to find a word and you have to write. Attempting means thinking of. Were able means they've reached. Next it is grammar and words. Prepositions. Link the nouns or pronouns in a sentence with the rest of the sentence. The different kinds of prepositions are. So here the linkers are called as prepositions. So the linking words are called as prepositions. Preposition of place, in, at, behind, between. When are we going to use this? When the name of a place comes, at that time we are using these words in, at, behind and between. Neera was hiding behind the curtain. So behind, when it comes to the name of a place, you will use the word in, at, behind and between. Preposition of time. For the time, you use at, in, after, till, for. We will leave in an hour. Prepositions of direction and movement. To, from, into, onto, down, through, towards, across, along, over. Mitlul cycles to school. So here different preposition words are there. You have to use it in different times. Let us complete these sentences with the correct prepositions from the box. You have a box given here and prepositions are given: down, around, into, to, from, towards, across, along. We traveled from Calcutta to Chennai for our vacation. Nadeem saw Vinith walking towards the road. Dina climbed down the staircase to reach the basement. Avik walked along the edge of the woods. Jay chased the cat into the room. Suzanne and Mohit walk across the lake every day. The moon revolves around the earth. Next, it is conjunctions. Conjunctions are the joined words, group of words or sentences we use. And to join words or sentences which are similar or related in the meaning. I play the piano and my sister sings. But to join words or sentences that are different in meaning. Arun wrote fast but could not complete the paper. Or to join words to show the idea of choosing between two things. Bess wants an apple or an orange for lunch. Yet to express two opposite things. We did not walk much, yet we were very tired in the evening. If, to show that there is a condition for something to happen, you must start practicing now if you want to win the contest. Because, to give reason for something. Naveen was late because he missed the school bus. Read this table, then make sentence by coloring the three parts of each sentence in one color and write the sentences. So here first one is done for us. See, we have to submit the project tomorrow. So we decided to visit the library. Next one, should I take the metro or should I take a bus? I will reach school on time if it does not start raining. Nina was absent yesterday because she was unwell. He reached the airport on time, yet he missed the flight. Simon is old, but he walks 12 miles every day. What you should do is you have to frame the sentences of the same color given and then you should write it like this. So I have already done it for you. Please copy down the same thing and do it. Next one is homophones. Homophones are the words that sound the same, even though they have different spellings and different meanings. When you read the word, the sound will be the same, but the spellings will be different and the meaning of the word will be different. Circle the correct words to complete these sentences. After you enter the hall, take the stairs to the cellar. Stairs means climbing the ladder. Stare means looking into somebody's eyes or looking at something. So you have to see, after you enter the hall, take the stairs. There is a staircase you need to climb and then you have to reach the cellar. Neelam stares out of the window whenever it rains. Neelam stares means looks out of the window whenever it rains. We had to cross a creek on our way to the village. So here one creek is making a noise. The other creek is to pass through a river or pass through a way where the water flows. So here we had to cross a creek on our way to the village. The door opened with a loud creak. Sometimes the door, when it opens, it makes a loud noise. It's called as creak. We started playing chess as we were bored. Now bored means you were not feeling comfortable of doing playing the game. If you cannot see what is written on the board clearly, please inform your teacher immediately. So it is board, a blackboard. Do you know the correct way? Way to the monastery. Way means one way showing the way or the road, and the next way is the weight. We will have to weigh our luggage carefully before we go to the airport. It was no small feat to swim across a stormy river. The gate was 20 feet away from where we stood. Homonyms are the words that have the same spellings and pronunciations but different meaning. So here homonyms are the words which will have the same spelling, same pronunciation. But what will be different? The meaning of the word will be completely different. There is a crossword puzzle for us which we have to use the clue and we have to complete it. A water bird bent low quickly. So it is a duck. A place to store money and to watch a river. So it is bank. Near and shut means close. A mark to show. Point. Now downwards. A metal container able to. So it is a can. It's already given. An animal to support the weight of. It is bear. Neither dark nor heavy. It is light. A knot and the weapon. It is a bow. Next one is punctuations. Punctuation. We use capital letters. When, where and how do we use these capital letters? At the beginning of the sentences. When the sentence will start, the first letter will be the capital. We went to the hospital. See, W is capital. At the beginning of the proper nouns, when a proper noun, when you get a proper noun either in between of the sentence or it may be in the beginning of the sentence or in the end of the sentence, anywhere when a proper noun comes, what happens? You should start the word with a capital. So my, M will be capital as because it is the starting word of the sentence or starting letter of the sentence. My brother was talking to our cousin Radha. R is capital. Why? Because it is a proper noun. When we write I in a sentence, my sister and I went cycling. So when you're writing I, what you should do? You should use capital letter. We use full stop or dot at the end of a sentence. There is a fair in my neighborhood. Full stop. Why? That shows that is the end of the sentence. So starting letter will be the capital. When the proper nouns comes, you need to use capital. When I comes in between a sentence, you need to use capital. And in the end of the sentence, you have to put a full stop. Rewrite these sentences using capital letters and full stops in the correct places. Now, how I have explained, we have to do the work in the same way. I have done all the work for you children. I will just read one. Nainital is a lovely town. Nainital, N will be capital. It is a starting letter of the sentence and also it is a proper noun. So Nainital is a lovely town. After town we'll have a full stop. As the same we have written all the other sentences, how it has to be marked in the punctuation. So please copy down this neatly. Here a writing work, a posters. What are these posters, children? You can see a drawing here. A drawing and few words written under this and above this. So what are these posters? Why do you post this? These posters give us information and they are easy to understand and are usually very attractive. So they give information about something and they make our work very easy to understand. So here save trees, save the earth. Look into the picture, you can see a tree and then see a sentence in the bottom of the poster. Join us for a tree planting campaign at 12 p.m. at the convention center today. So it's very neat diagram, attractive diagram with the motive to help the people not to cut the trees. Save trees, save the earth. And also they have a planting campaign, and please join us for that is the thing what is mentioned in the poster. Looking at the poster, you have to make another poster here. For what? Now, the growing garbage piles on the mountains are polluting the area and its water sources. Make a poster appealing to the local residents, tourists and mountaineers to keep the mountains clean. Your poster should have an interesting and catchy headline, colorful images. So, one heading should be there. Colorful picture should be given, and also something you have to write it in the bottom to show that you have to keep the mountains without polluting the mountains and the water sources. You have to keep them safe. Hope all have understood, children. Do your work neatly. Thank you.